There is a divine undoing that's happening for many of us. Us homo brothers who are walking the path of remembering who and what we truly are, our multidimensionality, our gifts. Over these last few weeks, you may have noticed that there's been an unraveling or an undoing that's taking place. It can be both calming and unnerving, because what's happening is who and what you truly are is taking up more space than the false self, the adaptations that were made to survive and make it through the world and try to be like everyone else. That's collapsing. It's falling apart. For some of us gently, for others in a way that's disruptive, but all for the greater good, for your greater good. And it can feel disorienting because perhaps you've been used to tension, armor, stress, urgency, worry, fear. That's been such a staple of your identity and your lived experience that without it, you may question who you are. It may lead you to feeling less ambitious, because perhaps the ambition was a feeling of survival mode, that if I am not ambitious, if I'm not pushing, if I'm not always doing, then I'm going to collapse. There's imminent threat if I don't. And your true self knows that you can rest, that you can surrender into something perceivably greater. But it's, of course, what we're all already a part of. So this undoing is asking us to trust, to approve that this is happening for me. There isn't something that's going wrong. This is what I've been asking for. But I didn't know that this is what it would look like or feel like. There's a dance that we're doing between action and surrender. I call it surrendered action. That we act on the thing that we're inspired to do, or create, or not do. And we surrender the outcome. We're moving out of what the 3D world tells us is the way. That every action we take has an outcome. That we are controlling and manipulating reality based on our actions. That paradigm is fading. You may have noticed that when you try to take action for an outcome that you would like, and especially if that outcome is one that keeps you in the status quo, that keeps the false self alive, that keeps the ego going, that it doesn't work. That's the big cosmic joke, where our ego would have us keep going, keep striving, don't stop, don't rest. Do the thing that you've always done your whole life and try to make it happen. Try to force circumstances to be what we need them to be so that we're safe. But the true self already knows that you're safe. The true self is what your nervous system moves into when the stories of the false self disappear. That beautiful nervous system that we have that reminds us what we're believing, what stories of the ego and the constructed, conditioned self we're listening to or not listening to. The beliefs that we've had about ourselves as being unsafe to be who we are, or having defenses up towards specific types of people because they remind us of someone that we weren't safe around. All of that unwinding right now. Dissolving, becoming lighter. So you may notice that you are potentially more tired. Not because you're exhausted from things that you've been doing throughout your day, but existential exhaustion from the tension that's been held in your body for your lifetime. Trust that. See if you can lean into more rest, more spaciousness of your mind. Try taking in less information. Try doing less to improve yourself, or to try to fix yourself, or discover something about yourself. I need more insights. No, you don't. And there's nothing to fix. You've done enough seeking. You've taken in enough information. Now it's time to trust and rest, and then act when true inspiration comes. Not the inspiration of the ego or the fear and worry that come from the false self. You're a creative being that knows what he's doing here, that has an indestructible relationship with the divine. What the divine wants to create through you and then for you is beyond anything that you could imagine. But we have to let go of the imagination of the false self. The imagination of what the best outcome will be for us. The thing that we think we need to get in order to be happy, safe, fulfilled, which is really just what we think others want from us. Proving something to someone. Someone who's not even watching. So when we can let go of that, then we're in alignment. Then we're in surrender to the divine. And the divine is not a man in the sky who has an opinion about your life. The divine is the energy of unconditional love. a consciousness that you are an expression of. You can trust that. So much love to you.